Welcome! Who will be your future spouse is today's timeless pick a card. Today we have three options. Option 1 on the left, option 2 in the middle, and option 3 on the right hand side. Take a deep breath with me. And exhale. Timestamps are below. If you need more time to choose, you can pause the video now. See you there. Welcome everyone who chose the bouquet. This is going to be your reading about the person you will marry, who will be your future spouse. The number 9 is telling me that you are coming to the end of a cycle right now in your life. Whatever that means for you, it's going to mean different things for different people watching this, because I am reading for a lot of people. Your future spouse could have strong Gemini, a Libra, or Aquarius in their chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. Your future spouse is going to be someone who likes to give gifts. So it's a very strong love language for this person is gift giving. This person likes celebrations. You could even meet this person at some kind of celebration, or maybe you have met this person already. This person enjoys to provide pleasant emotions. So they like to see people happy. They like people they like to bring pleasure into your life. Yeah, this person is just filled with joy and lightness, and this person is very grounded in the present moment. This person is focused on doing good things, on the present moment, and fun. This person is a lot of fun. So the relationship itself, you're going to know who this person is, because this person is a lot of fun to be around. This person will be showing you a lot of signs of affection. I'm seeing a lot of romantic dates. I'm seeing a lot of pleasant things. And this person is also well off financially, so there's a sense of financial well-being for this person, as well as for the marriage itself. And there's a sense of like a healthy marriage, a healthy relationship, and you making each other healthier, your energy bouncing off in a way that you make life better for each other. This is someone who is definitely going to be adding to your life, making your life better. All right. I'm seeing this as someone who, what does it say there? Carpe diem, yeah. This person likes to seize the day. They like to use this word, carpe diem, this Latin saying, this carpe diem, seize the day. This person really likes to seize the day. Whether they're masculine or feminine, they will want to give you flowers. And they will definitely give you your flowers, meaning they will appreciate you and be very grateful for you and for all that you bring. This is someone who will know how to value you. All right. Okay, so colors I'm seeing here. So this just came to me right now. You will be wearing either pink, purple, violet, lilac, green, black, or white, ivory white, when you meet this person or when you've met this person. There's something about these colors that is really standing out. I'm definitely not seeing blue, I'm not seeing orange, I'm not seeing reds or even yellows. But these are the colors that are here, so these colors seem to be significant at the time you meet or the time you met, okay? Again, now, you could have met this person at a work meeting or some kind of celebration. Doesn't have to be a work celebration, but some kind of celebration. All right. But let's get more. Who will be your future spouse? Who will be your future spouse? Dragonflies could be significant around the time you meet, or around the time that there's a proposal, or maybe you've been seeing dragonflies as a sign. Take that as validation that this is your reading. And if you didn't, that's okay. I'm also seeing butterflies. This person is a good communicator. Okay, the orphan. So this person has either lost one or both their parents at the point in time when you will be getting married. All right, the number 5. This person has gone through a lot of life changes. Whether or not this person has lost a parent, which in most cases I'm going to say this person has lost at least one parent. But even if that is not the case, and even if this person has both parents, which is not going to be for a lot of you, this person feels orphaned, or they have a wounded childhood. They were wounded as a child, or they have an abandonment wound. But instead of taking on the negative traits that could have brought them as a person, they're turning that into being there the way that others weren't there for them, either because they couldn't, or because life got in the way, or death got in the way. But instead of becoming the person who abandons, or instead of abandoning before being abandoned, this person will be the person they didn't have when they were growing up, or so they will not repeat the wound. This is someone who will not repeat the wound. This person could have been in foster care, or could have been separated from their parents. This person could have gone through some kind of refugee crisis. They could have even grown up in an orphanage, but that's not going to be for everyone. So there's nuances here, okay, is what I mean. But this person, if this person were to advocate for anyone, would be for orphans and people who are in foster care. This is something that really speaks to this person, is children getting what they didn't get, or getting what or gifting children, or just being there the way that someone wasn't there for them. That's what I'm picking up here. And this person is going to transform your life in a big way. This person is an alchemist. They've learned to transmute negative into positive energy. So again, they didn't take on the negative traits of whatever happened to them. On the contrary, it made them a better person. It's like, it's not what happened to them, it's what they did with it. And how they chose to move forward was a very honorable, high spiritual level way. So they chose to make the best out of their life despite the circumstances they grew up with and in, and despite the fact that they may have been abandoned or not, or the fact that they may have lost a parent or both parents. Regardless, this person didn't look at their circumstances. What they did was, within these circumstances, what can I do? And because of that, they aligned themselves and they came up with methods. They made things efficient to the point where their life works and they have a healthy life. They have a healthy way of living and seeing things, and they're very dutiful. This person focuses more on how they can be of service rather than how the world can be of service to them. And so this is definitely not a complainer. This is a solution-oriented person. They could be a little bit of a perfectionist. They could be a little bit hard on themselves. Just because they don't want to repeat the circumstances they came from. Yes. I'm going to take all of these because judgment came out in first place, but I'm seeing this as temperance. So this is very much this person's energy. They're a good judge of character. They make good judgments. They've had to make very big life-changing decisions in their life, and they made really good decisions. The number 20 could be significant. They could have Scorpio or Virgo in their chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. This person could work in the justice system as a lawyer or a judge, but doesn't have to be. But they're really good at making judgment and making decisions in their life. The Magician, they're a powerful manifester because they chose and they keep choosing to, Gemini energy here as well as Virgo again, they choose and they keep choosing to manifest the life that they want regardless of the circumstances. The Hierophant is showing me that this person is very high vibrational. They surround themselves with wise people. They're a wise counsel. This person could be a teacher. This person is highly revered by others. They're very well respected in whatever community they move in. They bring about change. Where whoever's life they touch, they change that person's life. And the Hierophant is also an indication of a higher level commitment. So that is an indication that yes, marriage is in the cards for you. Four of Swords. This person chooses their battles. They know when it's time. They have the wisdom to know when to withdraw and when to move forward. The Emperor. Some people may label them as stubborn, but they just have a very well-defined path in their life that they know they must follow. They're very disciplined. They are stoic. They don't really deviate from their morals. They have high morals and values, by the way. And they like to do what's right. They're a very fair person, and that's also why they manifest so beautifully in their life. And we have 4 major arcana out of 5 cards. So this person is high vibrational, very high vibrational. And they're very stable, they're very calm, cool, calm, and collected. They make good decisions, okay? This is a person who makes, and they're quite successful in their life. This is someone who seems to be owning their own business, okay? Or at least they're very high ranking in whatever they're doing, the position that they hold, okay? Aries and Taurus could also be somewhere in their chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. What I do know is they're going to provide a safe space where things can grow and thrive within your marriage. This person needs a lot of rest because of how the way they transmute their energy is through a lot of rest as well. Very strong character, strong-willed, strong personality. Definitely not someone people can distract easily or lure into things. They have a very strong mind. Lilies. And lilies, again, you guys are getting a lot of flowers here. Again, the air signs. This person has a very sound mind. And lilies is a very, very good card coming from this deck when it comes to marriage, because lilies really symbolize high spiritual and social status, which is where this person is. And this person is going to, if you're feminine, this person's going to treat you like a queen, like an empress. And if you're a masculine, this person is going to treat you like an emperor. This person, I'm just seeing a lot of prosperity, security. This person has been acknowledged many times for their merits. They're very respected. They're going to be very supportive of you. They're very mature, and they like to do the noble thing. But they also like the finer things in life. They're the kind of person who, if they buy clothes, they're going to buy one thing that's of a good brand, maybe, that's going to last long, that looks good, that they really, really, really like, rather than buying 10 things that are cheaper, that they end up throwing away or discarding or buying more. So definitely not a big consumer. They believe in trust. You can trust this person. Things are going to be reciprocal. And lilies is a sign of a long-lasting bond. So if you do get married, if you decide that this is what you want, then just know that this is going to be a very, very long-lasting bond, okay? So that was your reading. I hope this made you happy. If you're looking at a marriage reading, I'm going to say this is really, really good. So that was your reading, guys. It was a pleasure to read for everyone today. Let me know how that resonates for you below. And if it did not, choose another option. Thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps me bring you more. Have a beautiful day and see you in the next one. Bye for now. Welcome everyone who chose the Fox. This is going to be your reading about who will be your future spouse and who's the person you're going to marry. The number 14 could be relevant. The number 5, change. With the masks there and the fox, I heard foxy, but I'm also hearing that you are someone who is worried about deceit and being deceived. That is something that is on your mind when it comes to marriage, probably because of a bad experience that you've had or things that you observe happening to people around you, probably. Not saying that that's going to be how the marriage is going to go. This is just your, what I'm picking up from what what's on your mind. Now, if that doesn't resonate, go ahead and choose another option. But if this is your option, I'm going to say that you have strong, probably Leo, Sagittarius, Aries in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and Mercury. And if that doesn't resonate, of course, go choose another option. You are someone who is very intelligent. You are resourceful. And I feel because of that, you think about every single angle, all the things that can go wrong, all those things. There's probably a sense of overthinking on your end, but it's just because you want to safeguard yourself. You want to make sure that there's sustenance in your life. You don't want to be investing in someone who would later disappoint you and have you go back in your life, because whatever you've achieved in life, it was a lot of work, and you just don't want someone to come in and ruin that. All right, so if this is you, this is your reading. Let's keep watching. If not, go ahead and choose another option. All right. Yeah, you're very much worried about toxicity in marriages, is what I'm picking up here, if this is your reading. So let's see what this reading has for you. If it has an important message about that, if it soothes your mind in some way, we're going to find out. Let's see. So, who will be your future spouse? You're really looking for someone who's capable of loyalty. You're looking for someone, I mean, aren't we all? But, you know, different people want different things out of marriage, but that's very important to you. Loyalty. There is a myriad of reasons why people get married, right? But for you, loyalty, and you want to make sure you're in the face of a really, really good partner. And I get that. That's how people should evaluate before walking into marriage, for sure. So let's see. Who will be your future spouse? Let's see if this person is living up to your expectations. You certainly know what you don't want. You certainly know what you don't want. I would say even you're a little bit fearful of the whole institution of marriage just because of other stories or your own experiences. So there's a sense of wariness here. And it's like, at times you even feel maybe, am I supposed to be different? Am I supposed to act differently? Should I play a role? Should I wear a certain mask to, for whatever reason, okay? The box, yes. The number 9, sorry. 94. The number 94 is showing up here, as well as the number 4. Box, the box. The box is telling me that, yeah, it's like you, in some way, you have a very, I don't want to say you're being rigid, no. But it's like you have a very defined idea of what it is that you find or you want or you think marriages should go. And you know what? Actually, I feel in this case, you're right. It's like there are certain boundaries that have to be in place. There are certain rules and certain norms. Just because it's two people in an agreement and both people have to be on the same page. But at the same time, this is interesting. You're also worried about marriage being like a cage and it being hard to get out of. And so you're just very wary. You want to know what to expect. You want to know what to anticipate. You want structure and order and coherence. You want something logical. You want someone who is transparent. You want to see the person exactly for who they are. No gimmicks, no games, no. And you know what? Because now we're getting into the person. It's like there's a transition here. And so your person, the person who will be your future spouse, is someone to whom structure and order and coherence and logic are important. They like to know what to expect. They like the familiar, things that they know, that they like to take calculated risks, because they have fears. They have their own rigidity and their own limitations and their own judgment, okay? Now, is it for the same reasons you do? I don't know just yet, but we're going to get more information about why this person's like, who are they? Let's get more about who they are. So the fears that you may have, they also have them for different reasons, probably. But I feel you're going to marry this person because this person is going to make you feel at ease about your concerns, because you're going to find in them that they also find that the rules are important. Third house. You could meet this person through relatives, siblings, or neighbors, or they could be your neighbor, or you could meet at a social event. Also, social media is not ruled out here. So there could be social media acquaintance, DM, something like that, online dating possibly. Or it could also, depending on who you are watching this, right? It depends. There's a lot of people watching this. Each one of you is going to have a different personality. Some of you are going to say, no way on social media. Other people are going to say, no way I date a neighbor, whatever. But, or other people are going to say, oh, there's no way I could meet this person at a social event because I don't really attend that many social events. This could be a walk around town, or this could be you going out for like a short trip somewhere, like for like a weekend or a day or something like that. That is not, it could be in your neighborhood, it could be a town away, but or again, now it could be online, right? And so there's a myriad of ways you could meet this person. This person could have strong Gemini in their chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. This person their work could have something to do with communication, photography, shoes. Okay, very specific, I know. Graffiti, this person could be into graffiti, you could be into graffiti. That's not going to be for everyone. This person likes to take walks. This person likes to take pictures, and for keepsake, they like to keep memories and pictures for memories. You may or may have not seen this person on social media already, or again, you could have met this person already, right? This reading has not indicated whether this is a new person or someone you've met. Now, this is definitely someone you could have met on social media. You could end up meeting on social media, or anything I'm saying that you could meet this way or that way, you could have met this way, okay? But it's something about there's a closeness either via computer or via location, okay? This person likes to keep things moving. They like to communicate and meet new people. They are very curious. They'd like to, this is like a lifelong learner, okay? They like art. They're very much into art. Because I've had this card forever, and it's the very first time in years I've ever paid attention to the word on the card. So art. So they could like art, be artistic, something like that, okay? Wow, this is very interesting. Yeah, this person is heavy into research. I see you guys going on a lot of dates before, you know, moving to higher tiers, just because you're sussing each other out, you're asking each other the important questions, which is great. It's great. The month of March could be significant, as well as April. I'm seeing now March 3rd, April 3rd, March 4th, April 4th. Or the 5th or the 14th of March or April. Also May 14th, May 3rd, May 4th. Okay. Could be significant dates. All right. Who will be the person that you are going to marry? Who is your future spouse? I'm feeling such new energy for these readings. The way the readings are coming out, it's always changing for me. My readings are never like a straight line, which is, it's fun. It's actually fun to read that way. And we're also reading the energies as they change. Look, there's going to be a lot of communication, a lot of attraction, physical, emotional. I'm seeing a lot of physical and spiritual attraction between the two of you, and a lot of saying things to each other and making moves to go see each other, and just a whirlwind, like you doing a bunch of stuff together, a lot of short trips. I'm seeing also plane trips. I feel this is something that you're going to do together. It's going to be very passionate, very energetic, very full on, like doing things together, having new experiences together, traveling, visiting local galleries, art galleries, socializing together, taking a lot of walks together probably. And also Netflix and chilling a lot, like being able to relax in each other's company. I'm seeing you guys could have a lot of communication, but also know how to be in the silence together and being like a restful place for each other when you're not like taking up all these activities together. There's also a lot of rest. I'm going to take this one that fell to the floor actually because it fell right side up and I feel it's significant. This person likes to read, but in some way I feel you already know who this person is, or they already know about you, okay? So you're aware of each other. This person may wear glasses. Yes, the Chariot. A lot of road tripping back and forth. This person is a high achiever, but you would never know because they don't present as someone who dresses with like obvious brands. Okay, even if they do wear brands, they're not very obvious. They value experiences in life more than things. They like to watch sunsets. This person may ride a motorbike. Could have some Cancerian energy in their chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and Mercury. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius as well, possibly. Riding into the sunset together is coming to mind. Now, for some of you, I'm getting different looks, okay? For some of you, this person is younger than you, or you're a lot younger, something like that. Then for some of you, this person wears Rasta hair. Is that what it's called? Dreadlocks. Sorry, I was going to say Rastafari, but dreadlocks for some of you, possibly. Now, there's two people coming through here. For some of you, it's going to be someone No, look, actually, this is the same person. So for one of you, this person wears dreadlocks. For the others, short hair with glasses to read. At least, I don't know if they wear glasses all day, okay? Then for some of you, this person has a motorbike. For others, this person doesn't. Now, definitely for both of you, for both people, whoever this person is very like good with their exercise regime, whether they like to have big muscles or be leaner, okay? There's two types of people, but this person definitely is dedicated to their health through exercise and rest. That much I can see here. All right. Yeah, this person has been through it financially. They've turned things around, which is why they don't really pay much attention to, they are very frugal. Like they will prefer to save their money for things that are really meaningful. And they like to do a lot of things that are free, like spending time walking around in the sun, talking to people, but not necessarily always spending a lot of money. This person is not a big spender because they've been out in the cold financially. They know what it's like. And so they are quite, they're careful with their money, okay? They're very careful with their money. Oh, 3. All right, let's just take the 3. 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, this person knows about juggling their time to make money and to make ends meet. Page of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Look, because of the last card that I have that I'm holding in my hand, I must say to you something along the lines of, don't judge a book by its cover, because this person is going to surprise you. So don't discard this person straight away if they seem that they haven't made it yet. Because with the 10 of Pentacles here, it's meant for the both of you to come together, and you both have the ingredients to make it individually but together as well. And I'm seeing a very stable, long-lasting, prosperous kind of marriage. And that came in the end for a reason. Because rags to riches, absolutely. This person seems very nonchalant. They seem like they're having a lot of fun, but this person is very smart. And they are capable of deep emotion. But they will want to connect with you first through friendship. And they're going to want to see if you're capable of going through the ups and downs of life that they know that life brings. They want to see if you can do that with them. And if you can, they'll definitely be there for you, but they want to see if both of you can pull your weight individually. It's not that they don't want to give, it's that they know that life can throw curveballs, and they know that as much as people can do with their life, things happen, and they want to know if you're someone that can pick up where they leave off in case something happens. Like in case something happens to them, to their health, or circumstances get thrown at you, they want to know that you are someone they could go to war with. Okay? So, but other than that, I'm seeing a stable, prosperous, loving, friendship-filled, but it's going to be starting small. This person is not going to show up with these big, like, love bombings, or at the beginning, it's going to seem really small because it's going to be a slow build-up. Okay? So that was your reading, guys. I hope this brought you the clarity that you seek. If this resonated, let me know how in the below. If not, choose another option. It was a pleasure to read for everyone. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps to bring you more. Thank you so much for listening. This was a pleasure to read for everyone. Have a beautiful day, and see you in the next one. Bye for now. Welcome, everyone who chose the book. This is going to be your reading about who will be your future spouse. So the number 26 could be significant. The number 8 could be significant. Pomegranate. And we have the earth signs: Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. Could be in your chart somewhere. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. The Middle East could be significant. California, Mediterranean area, but doesn't have to be. The book, by the book, could be significant. Something about being by the book. You're looking for something stable and prosperous when it comes to marriage, is what I'm getting here. And what I'm also picking up is that you really would like to do things by the book. You really want the proper marriage. If that doesn't resonate with you, there could be, your reading could be in one of the other two options. If it does, stick around. You could like reading, you could like diving deep into knowledge and research. One thing I am picking up here about your marriage is there's a lot of learning that will be happening. A lot of learning. All right. There may be further interpretations of this card, but for now, we're going to pick up a few more and see how that links to this card. Who will be your future spouse? Who will you marry? The seed. I'm also hearing a seed well planted. A seed well planted. The seed. The number 66 plus the number 12, the number 3, 66, 12, and 3. A seed well planted. Protection, protecting the seed. So the seed is speaking of fertility, fertile soil, fertility, planting a seed. Doing things well from the beginning. Things well done from the beginning. December could be a significant month. March could be a significant month. December 3rd, March 12th, December 12th, March 3rd. The 8th, the 26th of December, the 8th or the 26th of March. The 26th of August, 3rd, 12th, of March, of August, sorry. The book and the seed. Okay, I'm going to take all three of these. So we get Gemini, 7th house, and 3rd house. 3rd house is the house of Gemini. So someone here could have strong Gemini. So your future spouse seems to have either Gemini or Libra in their Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. 7th house is the house of marriage in the zodiac, in astrology. So So yes, marriage is indicated here, and doing things well from the beginning, from the seed, from the very beginning. So I'm seeing a very fertile, I'm seeing, okay, this is what I'm picking up here. It seems like right now you are the soil. And when the seed of this marriage is planted, it's going to be planted on fertile soil from the beginning, meaning a strong, stable, long-lasting foundation, also indicated in the number 8 here. Okay, how you will meet or how you have met, okay? So depending on whether this person is someone you already know or will meet. How you have met or how you will meet is either through friends, relatives, neighbors, or siblings. You could meet while going out on a walk or a short trip somewhere. You could meet while studying something, like in school for like a course. I'm not seeing university. I'm seeing something more technical. I'm also seeing the possibility of meeting online for some of you. So the way you meet could be one of these ways. What I do see for you is a strong partnership, one where you're best friends first and foremost. So it's like a seed well planted, because the relationship, the basis for a healthy relationship that will stand the test of time and give way to a very strong marriage is what I'm seeing here, based on sound communication. And with the twins there, it could be that you're on a twin flame journey, but that's just going to resonate with some of you. It's like, but the twins is giving me like a match, your vibrational match. You're a very strong match, and that's why it's going to work. Communication flows well. A lot of communication. You share interests, you share ideas, values, goals even, is what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing a lot of holding hands and kissing, a lot of facing each other, taking on the world together. I also see you both socializing a lot with other people. You could also meet at a social event. But I see that the two of you will be very, very strong in your relationship. And I also see a lot of people around you. Like you going on double dates, going to a lot of like social things together, doing a lot of short trips together, walking, cultural activities, probably even taking courses together, or you meet while you're taking a course, something like that. It could be a photography course, it could be flowers, something to do with flowers, or even cooking. Or it could be something else more technical, something to do with computers. I just see a very strong marriage based on commonalities, based on, you two having common ground for the seed. Yes. All right. So what else? What else about the person you will marry? The person you will marry is someone who is either working as a mediator, or in communication, or in data analysis, or in research, or teaching a course. So that's for this person's profession. Also possibly something to do with communication, journalism, teaching. If you're a student, this person could very well also be a student. For some of you, this person may work in the justice system in some capacity, could be studying law, that could be a possibility, or already working in the justice system somehow. But that's not going to be for all of you. So I'm seeing professions, take what resonates, but I'm seeing the justice system, teaching, speaking, acting for some of you, very few. The justice system, Ace of Pentacles. Yes. Well, the justice system with the 7th house, justice card with the 7th house is, and the Ace of Pentacles. So Ace of Pentacles is that seed again. It's a signed contract in paper, like an actual marriage contract in the justice system. Whether it's religious or not, it's definitely signed in the presence, like a government kind of like official document of marriage is what I'm seeing here. So that is in the cards for you. A seed well planted for sure, because it's a very stable foundation of a very prosperous seed that's healthy. So the foundation of the relationship is very healthy. 5 of Pentacles. Ooh, wait. 10 of Pentacles. Wow, okay. There could be a message in option 2 for you guys if you felt drawn to both cards. Okay. I'm seeing several things here. 6 of Swords. All right. Okay, yeah. I'm picking up the person you're going to marry is first and foremost the intellectual type, and the type of person who's very goal-oriented to material things like financial stability, doing things by the book. Yes, someone who likes to do things right in a way that is legal, always legal. 5 to the 10 of Pentacles. So this person could have more money than you or something, or the two of you together, you end up transforming your financial situation into something way better. So there's something about either you getting together with this person and your financial situation improving, or the two of you getting together and together you both, there's some kind of energy between the two of you that creates prosperity for both of you, and together you both change your financial situation for the way better. So it's a kind of marriage that overcomes health issues, financial issues. Just the energy you generate together will change your health circumstances, your financial circumstances for the better. And I'm seeing an improvement of mental health. So if you're struggling with any kind of mental health, or this person is struggling, you together, you make a way, you make it happen where you both heal physically and mentally. This is like, wow, this is deep. This is spiritually very deep is what I'm seeing here. There's a spiritual depth to this that ends up translating in the material because you are a spiritual match. You end up generating that energy in the physical, like bringing it to the physical. This is, wow, this is like, this is the deepest reading out of the 3 for sure. This is definitely the deeper spiritual match that I'm seeing here. I am seeing a lot of moving into calmer waters, out of turbulence into calmer waters, because of this marriage, or because of the energy of the two of you together, creating something very stable, prosperous, long-lasting. And I'm seeing longevity for this marriage. Very stable financial situation, very healing for the mind and for the body. And obviously for the soul, because the healing starts on the soul level is what I'm seeing here. And the two of you together is like the fact you coming together is the fertile soil as well. It's like both of you have it, but it's like coming together, and it makes you even more capable. So it's like you improve each other's lives is what I'm seeing here. Fascinating reading, fascinating reading. Okay, the whip and the letter, the number 11 and the number 27. So the whip, I feel like you're whipping yourselves into shape, almost like you're either that's something you're already doing. If you're whipping yourself into shape, if that resonates with you, this is your reward. Now, if that's not something that you're doing, if that's not something that you're already doing, it's like coming together or marrying this person is going to whip you both into shape. It's like, it's cleansing, it's putting things in order. If you're already doing that, that's the fertile soil that you're creating to make this wedding, this marriage happen in the way that it's showing up here. In this, it's like a very strong bond. And we have the clubs here, so that's fire energy. It's very passionate as well. It's like if you're cleaning the house, if you're decluttering, if you're putting your life in order, if you're doing everything by the book right now, you're lining up with this. You're aligning with this energy. And with the letter there, the number 27 being a 9, I'm now seeing Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There's a lot of like written information that's going to happen or has happened between the two of you, emails or actual writing letters, or something to do again with that sealed letter. What does it say here? Verba volant scripta manent. Verba volant scripta manent. Actually, you know what? I'm not the best with Latin, but I'm going to, if anyone knows what that means, scripta volant, verba volant. Verba means like words or verbal. Volant, scripta manent. Verba volant, scripta manent. What does this mean? Words fly away, written words remain. So there's a lot of, I don't know if it's text messages, things that will be written. But the whip, what is this with the whip here? I kind of want to go back to the whip. Yeah, again, it's like whipping things into shape. I kind of want more here. Want one more, please? We have child and mice. Look, but I do feel at the beginning of the relationship, there will be a few hurdles to overcome, because I feel when you do come together, or maybe this has happened already, or it's happening right now with you and this person. So let's say you're with someone, okay? Let's say you're with someone and there's a lot of challenges and there's a lot of rough circumstances, or circumstances that you're dealing with that are not ideal or not very good, or not good circumstances, let's say. It's like together you will overcome this and have a new beginning with that child there. For some of you, the child is coming from the seed. So for some of you, and with the Ace of Pentacles here, and we have a child there. So for some of you, you're going to end up having a child with this person, if that resonates, if that's possible for you, if that's something you want. If none of this resonates, the child could represent a project that you're going to start together that will grow to be very wealthy. Okay, it will translate into a lot of wealth. If this is a child, this child will be very healthy and mentally and physically healthy, okay? Is what I'm seeing here. But it's like, if you're with someone and you know you want to marry this person, you're going to whip each other into shape, or whip yourself into shape. This person will whip themselves into shape, inspired by you, something like that, or they will inspire you, or the other way around, to then start something very prosperous. And marriage is actually a good idea, especially if you see this as someone who's willing to work on things. Now, if you don't know who this person is, there's going to be someone that's going to come into your life while you're whipping things into shape, while you're dealing with these murky circumstances. And together you will turn things around, or this person will inspire you to turn things around, is what I'm seeing here, to have a new beginning. With the child there, I see a very childlike connection, a connection where you both are happy to be together. It's romantic, because romance comes from playfulness, and playfulness comes from this childlike energy. So it's very playful between the two of you. And in that play, it's like you both can evade the heaviness. And by being playful with each other, you come up with creative solutions for each other that you didn't see individually. So this is like a friendship. This is like a friendship that the basis of your connection is a friendship. And because of that, it's like a friendship that makes each other's lives better. And then it grows into something very solid and on paper and very strong of a bond that's spiritual, that's passionate, that's has all these elements to it. And a very good mental connection is what I'm seeing here as well. All right, guys, so this was your reading. I hope this brought you the clarity that you seek. It was a pleasure to read for everyone. If this resonated, let me know below. If not, choose another option. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps me bring you more. It was a pleasure to read for everyone. Have a beautiful day. See you in the next one. Bye for now.